So before I get to talking about Ordinary Angels, story time. So originally, I had no intention of reviewing this movie or seeing it whatsoever. But here's what happened. I was gonna go see Demon Slayer Thursday night, but then I found out that on Friday they were showing it in RPX, so I was like, okay, I would like to watch it on that screen because anime on that screen is pretty cool actually. So Thursday, there was a 1:45 screening of the movie Drive Away Dolls, which I went to that screening, and halfway, not even halfway through, like, let's say 10 minutes in, I realized, where the hell are my keys? And I was like, there's no fucking way. There is no fucking way. I locked my keys in my car, so I was like, okay, I gotta deal with this. I can't watch the movie now. So, because I missed Drive Away Dolls, I was like, okay, is there like another movie I can go see? So I looked it up and was like, okay, Ordinary Angels. I don't know what this is, but I guess I could go watch it. So that was my day. How was yours?
Something about that little girl without a mama, sick, and the family's bled dry from all the hospital bills. I think I'm supposed to help. Hi, Sharon.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to come by and give you this.
I just made dinner if you want to stay.
Would love to.
Ordinary Angels is a new film out in theaters right now, and it tells the true story of a hairdresser who single-handedly rallies an entire community to help a widowed father save the life of his critically ill young daughter. To be honest, I didn't have the slightest interest in seeing this movie whatsoever. I never even once saw a trailer for it, which is pretty weird because this is from the people who did Jesus Revolution, which I remember getting that trailer a number of times when that was coming out. But due to a few screw-ups during my day and Drive Away Dolls not having another showtime that would work for me, I needed something to go see for a review, so this had to do. Okay, so let's be honest with ourselves. 2024 has not been the greatest year for movies so far. Okay, true, next week we have Dune Part 2, and then the week after is Kung Fu Panda 4, but really the only other movie I've enjoyed this year is The Beekeeper. What if I was to tell you that Ordinary Angels is one of the better movies to come out in the last 2 months? That being January and February? I know that's surprising, but it's true. This is a pretty damn good movie. No matter what the movie is, I always love going in blind to something and coming out glad that I saw it, because this was such a sweet and wholesome film that I sometimes found impossible to hate on. I never know what to expect with some of these religious movies, but I can safely say that this is for sure one of the better ones, and the people behind I Can Only Imagine and American Underdog really know how to make a crowd pleaser that appeals to everybody. The acting here was really good. Hilary Swank does a great job in the lead role as this woman just trying to help out as much as she can to save the life of this little girl. You do get on her side and really want to see her succeed in everything she's trying to do, because it is for such a good cause, even if you sometimes get the feeling that it might be for her own well-being. Ritchson was also good as the father of the little girl, and he does have a lot of great moments where he has to be emotional, and he does that pretty well. I also said the movie was a little hard to hate on at points, and it is because it is all happening to a little girl, and she's just so freaking cute that you don't want to see anything bad happen to her. And once we got to the ending where the whole town was helping out the family in a terrible blizzard, I was smiling and was hoping everything turned out okay, even though I knew it was going to anyway. I also gotta give credit where credit is due, and maybe it's because I only checked my watch once, but the pacing was pretty decent. Not great, but decent. I don't know what it is, but religious movies usually have really bad pacing issues that make the movie feel much longer than they are, but it didn't bother me here. And honestly, I don't really have many issues with this movie. That doesn't mean it's perfect though. This is just a movie that I think is pretty good that I can't find many problems with. But why? But why do I love taking sweet and wholesome things and taking them to a dark place? Because if you mess with this movie drastically, it could be about this crazy woman wanting to take care of this family for no apparent reason. Like, she will not leave them alone, and she won't stay away from their daughter, who is not even sick. That's the thriller version of Ordinary Angels. But to my surprise, Ordinary Angels was much better than I ever expected it to be. I'm not saying this is one you need to rush out to theaters to see, but I still recommend checking it out, and I think it's one that audiences will definitely love, and I'm very glad that I saw it. I'm gonna give Ordinary Angels a B+. Oh, and by the way, since I did see this on the first screening on Thursday night, there was this bonus content right before the movie that just flat out spoiled the ending. So, word of advice, don't put bonus content at the beginning of your movie if you're just going to spoil it. Maybe do it at the end after the end credits, just let people know at the beginning that there's gonna be stuff at the end. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on the notification bell. I'll be back later with more reviews. See you then.